Good morning, students. Children, Indian National Congress, as you know, was founded in the year 1885 by A.O. Hume. We have discussed in the previous class that he was a retired British official and he helped the Indians to form Indian National Congress when the Indians found that unity is needed to fight against the mighty British Empire. Okay, and there were many leaders in the Indian National Congress who actually led the common Indians to the path of freedom. And the first president of the Indian National Congress, as you know, Umesh Chandra Banerjee. He was also a great freedom fighter. Children, in the beginning of years of the formation of Indian National Congress, the Indian National Congress did not gain much success. Means against the British, it was difficult to ask the British to implement some of the policies which the Indians felt they needed. Moreover, getting freedom and driving away the Britishers from India was not an easy task. It needed an unity among the common people. There was no unity at that time. The whole country, India was a large country, and bringing the whole country under single leadership was very, very difficult. And moreover, the Britishers, they were powerful because they had set their empire in different parts of the world. They had very strong military forces, the resources were quite strong. And moreover, we discussed that some of the social evils which were prevalent at that period of time also made the Indians, under the British, they were a lot of evil practices, illiteracy, which the Britishers took advantage. Now, as we discussed that early years, the Indian National Congress was not able to gain much, but there were some leaders, actually, not rulers, leaders who paved the way. Some policies were made and they paved the way later on when as you know, 1947, ultimately after a long struggle of 100 more years after 1857, we gained the freedom. Okay, so at that time, in the early years of the Indian National Congress, there were two groups of people. Groups of people means two thoughts, two ideas. One was moderate group, another was radical group, and later on we will study that the third one was the extremist group. Now, moderate group, what was it? What was their policy? Requested the British government to bring reforms. They were much more polite, much more, not so forceful and not so violent. They tried to they pleaded or they requested or they tried to tell the British Empire that we need some reforms whereby the common people will not be suffering a lot, because those farmers, even the craftsmen and the traders were suffering a lot due to the policy of East India Company of trading with low quality goods, selling it in higher price in India and buying the raw materials from the Indians at a very low price and selling it at a higher price in their country or other parts of the world. So they tried to, request the British Empire to bring some reforms whereby the Indians will be much, happier or comfortable to live. But of course, the Britishers followed or take some of the requests, but others they did not pay attention to. They did not pay any attention. That they did not do anything about it. So the second group rose up, and that was radical group. Now the radical group were much more aggressive. They opposed the British strongly and led strikes and boycotts. So there were strikes and boycotts which the moderates did. They were peaceful. Okay, peacefully trying to convince the Britishers to bring some reforms so that the country men could live happily, and some compromise. So the Britishers were not asked to go away from our country. But the radicals, they were much more stronger in protest. They had those strikes and boycotts, like hartals you have, where people gather together, oppose strongly, maybe blocking the road, or sometimes they become violent also. So they were much more stronger in their protest. These moderate groups, the great leaders were Dadabhai Naoroji and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. They are some of the important leaders in moderate group. And in radical group, we had Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He started his newspaper where he strongly opposed the Britishers, wrote many articles, spread the message to the common man that how the Britishers were torturing people, common man. Because at that time that our press was not so developed, we did not have televisions at that time. So people had to depend on these newspapers to spread the message to the common people. Then Bipin Chandra Pal. Okay, so they actually fought physically with the Britishers. Lala Rajpat Rai was badly injured when he led an attack, and afterwards he died of that heart attack. So I'll just show you this. Some of the moderate rulers, Dadabhai Naoroji, who was known as the old man of India, Ramesh Chandra Dutt, there were many other leaders, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, all great leaders who fought against the Britishers, okay, and they were known as moderate rulers because then S.N. Banerjee was also there. They were those people who thought that to fight against the Britishers, you need dialogues, not physically or violently protesting and attacking the Britishers. They were not in that policy. So the moderates, the Congress was led and controlled by the moderates. Firstly, it was moderates who thought, as you can understand by the word moderate, not extreme. Nationalist during the formation from 1885 to 1905. 1905 we will study that how there was partition of Bengal which brought a wide range of protest throughout the country. And Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Firoz Shah Mehta, Gopal Krishna Gokhale are some of the famous moderators. They were famous for their simple demand. They used constitutional and peaceful method to realize them. So they were not against any violent protest. So they peacefully let the Britishers know what were their issues of concern, and they asked the Britishers to bring those reforms, but that was also peaceful. Okay, so these are your moderate rulers. Dadabhai Naoroji. Okay. Now coming to the radicals, children. Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal were the important radical rulers. Now they found that just dialogues won't do. They understood that dialogues won't do. Only the Britishers were not paying attention to these reforms or the demands by the Indians. So they thought that they need to attack the tyrannical British rulers. Some of them were very, the British generals or rulers or whatever the leaders were. They tortured the Indians in such a way that the Indians found that they should try to stop them by protesting, by attacking them, by trying to, even they wanted to kill them. So they came under the leadership of Aurobindo Ghosh, and they formed this radical, and they are known as Lal Bal Pal, Lal of Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal of Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Pal of Bipin Chandra Pal. So Lal Bal Pal, they are the trio, that very famous one, the radical groups. Okay. Some of the great Indian rulers, freedom fighters, which we will be talking later of Bhagat Singh and Subhash Chandra Bose and Mahatma Gandhi. So they were the ones who paved the way, started the journey of the freedom struggle of India. Okay, thank you.